Okay, so I'm out here tonight trying the folding FireBox with sterno. You can see the sterno can with the flame. I don't know how long it's been going, but it's been going for a while. So 166. I was getting 177. There we go. But it's definitely not to a boil. There's 178. So sterno's not real great for boiling. Of course, I don't think it was ever good for that. I mean, I remember it being used during catering events. So I'm going to go ahead and step it up and try to use some wood. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I put some wood chips in there. I haven't really seen anyone use wood chips. It's been bigger chunks of wood or wood pellets. So I don't know how well this is going to work. So this is what I put in. The only reason I bought this because it was 40% off. So sometimes I try to go the cheap way. So supposedly you put the ash pan upside down. You put it upside down and then it's right against the grate at the bottom. And when you put loose chips like this or wood pellets, you're supposed to be able to pull this out. Okay, so not too much drop, so that's cool. I think wood pellets are a little bit better. And flip it over and put it in there. So what I think I'm going to do is take one of these and light it. I did a video on these. And light it up and put it on the ash pan, maybe diagonal, and put it back and see if it'll get it going. So I'll go ahead and get that set up. Okay, so I got it going. You can see the glow down there. So there's the fire stick right there. I've got a fire extinguisher right here just in case something goes crazy, because this material here on the deck is actually flammable, I'm sure. So I just wanted to be a little bit safe since it's the first time I've lit this up. I really don't know what to expect because I'm using a fuel that hasn't really been used. Usually it's the bigger chunked wood. It's getting smoky. It'll be interesting to see if there's actually flames that come out of this. Since they're smoking chips, that might be all that they do, is just smoke. They may not catch ignition. Okay, it looks like that fire starter is getting pretty well inflamed. In flame. At least half of it looks like it's going. I don't see any flames coming out yet. Smells good. So I'm going to have to conclude that if you're going to use smoking chips like this, that's what they'll do, is smoke. They're too finely chipped. They're not big enough chunks to actually get a flame on them. Definitely smoky. Okay, so wood chips are out. They make good for smoking, but wood chips don't work well in this stove, I don't think. So that's why they didn't recommend it. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up some bigger pieces and see if that'll work. Okay, so round 2, and we've got some kindling chunks in there. So a little bit bigger pieces of wood instead of the this stuff. I'm gonna throw a little bit in there too. Anyway, so the smoking chips do not work. So let's see if this works. I've got a fire stick down here, and we'll just see if this helps. Okay, a little bit better results. So I've got the fire stick down there. Okay, so I'm going to put the pan of water on. See if we can get it boiling. And I think the damper is, no, the damper is not up. I'm going to turn the damper up. There we go. So that forces the flame to go out to the front. So there's no wind tonight. So I don't have to worry about wind. I don't know, this thing's kind of cool. I kind of like it already. This is the first time I've used it. It's like my mom said, it's like a little portable fire pit. Looks like there's the water starting to boil. Yeah, so this thing's pretty cool. Let's get it different. There's a little different angle. And I think you could just put more wood right there down the front if you wanted to add more. I probably won't though, because this is just my first test. So it looks like a few things fell to the bottom. Whoops. Whoops. So I think that water is pretty darn close to boiling. Well, maybe I will add a little more wood. Okay, so I added a couple of chunks. This probably is too long. Let's see if it goes in there. So those chunks are a little too long, but they're working. Boy, you just add a couple pieces, it gets it going right back up again. Huh. I don't know, I kind of like this thing. I mean, I don't recommend this for someone to duplicate this, but this is pretty flammable stuff, I'm sure, under right conditions, and it's pretty self-contained. See, there's an ember that just fell right there. That's why I have the fire extinguisher out here. So, I have to say don't try this at home, but there's another ember that just fell. But it seems pretty safe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to douse this porch with water. I think the water is boiling. Yep, it's boiling. Sweet. I don't know, guys. This seems to work pretty good. This is just kindling that I threw in there. So I'm probably going to let it burn down. It's because it's boiling the water. And then I'll have to douse this. I was worried that you wouldn't be able to control the flame, but if you just throw in just a couple of sticks, it gets it right back up, which is kind of cool. So there's a couple of sticks, and see, so in some ways you can regulate the flame if you learn a technique on how to do it. See, and I just raised the flame up with 2 little pieces of wood. So I'll do more tests on it, but this first one seems pretty successful. I'm pleased with it. It's still boiling that water really good. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it here. Thanks for watching.